far. So it's currently Monday evening. I'm just tying up work for the week, I wish, day. As you guys know, Mum has Noah on a Monday, so it just gives me the chance to have a really productive, undisturbed work day. So Mondays are just very busy for me at the moment. I kind of like basically try and get a week's worth of work done in one day. So yeah, been a very productive day. I'm feeling good. So I thought this week we could do a little weekly vlog. I'm kind of nervous, kind of scared, because my weeks are just extremely unpredictable and quite chaotic at the moment. Even though I don't do anything, I just feel like, obviously when you have a baby, they become your absolute world, and it's really hard to think of anything else outside of your baby. And yeah, to be honest, my weeks are not very interesting at all. They are mainly just, I say mainly, my weeks consist of looking after Noah. So yeah, I don't know, I thought we would weekly vlog this week, see where the week takes us. So plan for this evening is, it's currently 5:10. I'm going to spend about another half an hour on my computer just getting a few more bits tied up and finished for today. Then I'm gonna head downstairs and start dinner, because then Noah will be home about 6:30. Then I can put him to bed and then we can enjoy our dinner. It's feeling very cozy in my office this evening because it's basically a blizzard outside. Can you hear how loud that is? Is it really sad that I'm really looking forward to cooking dinner whilst it's raining, because it makes me feel really cozy? Dinner has just been delivered. Tonight we have HelloFresh. As you guys know, we have been ordering HelloFresh boxes for years now, and these have honestly been such a lifesaver since having Noah, because it's just one less thing to think about, especially on the days where it's been slightly more hectic and all of a sudden it's 6 o'clock. I haven't had time to think about what's for dinner. I haven't had time to do a food shop. HelloFresh is brilliant. So we usually get 3 meals per week. You can choose how many meals that you get and for how many people. I actually have a discount code for HelloFresh, which I will leave on screen, and I'll also leave a link in the description box down below. But if you use my discount code, you'll get 50% off your first HelloFresh box, plus 35% off your next 3 boxes, and also 3 free gifts. So this week we have gone for Indonesian style coconut chicken curry. This is one of my absolute favourite recipes. Then I also got as well bacon crusted cheese and spinach penne. Haven't tried this one, so very much looking forward to trying that. And then we also have as well Mexican style beef loaded wedges. How yummy do these look? I am going to do the chicken curry. I really fancy that. I feel like it's the perfect dinner to have on like a cozy rainy night. Also as well with HelloFresh, I showed you guys before my guilty pleasure, which is collecting the HelloFresh recipes. I have got so many. Like I said, there will be a direct link to HelloFresh down below. Don't forget to use my discount code to save yourself some money. And I'm going to get cooking our coconut chicken curry. Good morning everyone from a very cozy bubba who is currently eating my blanket. Good morning guys. As you can probably tell, I was not planning on picking up the camera today, but do you know what? I feel like I am so guilty of that funny? So guilty of only picking up the camera when I am having like a good day or I'm feeling good. I am not feeling great, honestly. We've both spent the entire morning crying. I feel like recently I'm getting a lot of these days where I just feel like so anxious like all the time, like, you know, when you have the really big lump in your throat and you feel like you can't swallow and you feel like it's such a, I can't really explain it, it's like a boiling, the only thing I could describe it as I'm glad you find it funny. It's like a boiling sensation in my body, where I feel like my body is like bubbling up to my neck and it feels quite like claustrophobic to breathe. I've been getting a lot of these days recently and I think that it's just, I can't be serious when you're laughing. I'm just feeling very overwhelmed recently with just even the smallest tasks. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's like the huge life change of having a baby and I'm just like adapting to that, and also trying to work full time and just having like a hell of a lot of things on, and then also trying to keep on top of the house, and I just feel like I'm honestly trying to keep my head above water at the moment. And some days I'm really struggling. I like to create videos that uplift people and make people feel good, so it's like a little bit of an escape for you guys. Then it becomes a bit of an escape for me and I can turn my camera on and forget about everything else for a little while. But then I also as well know the importance of talking about the bad days as well as the good, because the last thing I would want any of you to feel is not normal for having bad days, because honestly every single person in the whole world does. I think another huge factor which is like adding to this like massively anxious feeling is Noah has really been teething the past week and a bit, and this is the first time today actually, it's currently 2:45, that he's let me sit down. He just at the moment, like, he just wants to be rocked, like walked around, rocked. He's not drinking barely any milk. Whenever the bottle goes in his mouth it hurts his gums and he screams, and yeah, it's been really hard the past week and a half just because he's in pain, and it's just so unbelievably heartbreaking seeing your baby in pain when you can't do anything. Noah wanted me to stand up again. It's your world and we all just live in it, don't we? It's Noah's world. My back honestly feels like it's gonna break any second now, but it's absolutely fine. If this makes him happy, I will rock all day long. Excuse the TV, that is an advert, because I have been watching, well, I say watching, had on in the background, Married at First Sight UK, literally one of my favourite programmes ever. I love it so much. I love any kind of like wedding programme, like Don't Tell the Bride, Married at First Sight. So we've had that on, and yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I'm just about to attempt to give Noe another bottle, and then I really would like to try and get him down for a nap just because he hasn't had one yet today. It's nearly 3 o'clock and I should think you're very tired at this point, sir. Hey? Even though you don't look very tired. Let me see if you'll let me sit down because my back is really hurting. Are you gonna let me sit down for a minute? Mummy's gonna look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame soon. I'm gonna have a hump on my back like a camel. That won't be very funny, will it? Mummy will look like a camel. This is Noah's little setup. You got your little tents, got your play mats. I've also got him a little teething giraffe. There you go, darling. He does like it in his mouth, but he's not entirely sure how to put it in there, are you? Hey? Mummy has to hold it there like this. Hey? Mummy has to hold it there. But yeah, at the moment he likes to roll over into his tent. It's really funny. He's so good at rolling now. He'll literally go over and over and over and like be halfway across the room. I've got to watch you like a hawk, haven't I? In case you run away. Got to watch you like a hawk. Oh my goodness, that's the first time I've seen him put it in his mouth. I mean, now it's like in his eyes and stuff. Nearly, nearly. You can do it.
Yeah! Well done! Oh my goodness! Wow! Look at you go! Mummy lay on your mat with you. Would that be okay? Would that be alright? Show me what we do down here then. Show me what we do on the play mat. Oh, I'm gonna get whacked. Oh! Oh my god, there's a rattle in my eye. Oh! Excuse me, that's kind of attached to my head. Oh, no, that's my hair, no, oh, please stop. Oh my god. Oh, that's my hair, look at my scalp. Lay on the playmat, they said. Fun, they said. He's a tickly boy. He's a tickly boy. Tickly boy. Good morning everyone, happy Wednesday. I have just got back from Tesco's, decided to go for like an early morning food shop because I really want to make this soup that I found online last night. It's a half-baked harvest recipe and it's called creamy white chicken chili. It looks really easy and look how yummy it looks. I really fancy that. So I popped up to Tesco, got all the bits. I also picked up a few bits to help Noah's teething. I asked you guys on Instagram like if you have any like teething hacks, anything that helped your babies. So many of you recommended the matchstick monkey. Obviously he has his little giraffe, but this looks like it's a lot more kind of like springy, a lot softer. So I'm gonna give him this when he wakes up from his nap and see what he thinks. He seems a lot better today, which is such a relief. I find at the moment some days are just so much worse than others with his teething. Some days, like yesterday, he'll be crying all day and there's nothing you can do, but then today he seems much more like his normal self, which makes me very happy. So yeah, I got this. I also as well got some more dummies. I got these Tommy Tippy ones because Noah loved a dummy when he was a newborn. Like he loved them. They seemed to really comfort him. I'd probably say when he got to about 2 months, he just did not want them anymore. But another thing you guys recommended to help with teething is dummies. So I thought we'd try like a different shape, see if he's just being fussy with the shape of the dummy, so we can try this. Also picked up some more Aveeno Baby. I love this. I also got as well these really cute little toweling sleep suits because Noah literally has about 3 sleep suits that fit him at the moment. He's grown out of all of them and the 3 that I've got are slightly too big, so I thought I'd just get these ones just so he's got a few more. And I love him in like a plain white baby girl. I think he looks like a proper baby, whereas sometimes when he's wearing like a little sweater set or like joggers, he looks too grown up. I'm like, whoa sir, you look too grown up. But in little sleep grows he still looks like my little bubba. So I got some of those. Then let me show you what else I got. I just got some bits for the soup, which I think I'm going to get started on soon. I'd rather get it done kind of like early afternoon, let it sit all day, because I find with soups the longer you leave them the better they taste, because they have time to obviously like all of the flavors go together. Oh god, I've just seen myself in the viewfinder. I feel like bedraggled and zombified is my new look. This is as good as it's gonna get at the moment with no sleep. This is as good as it's gonna get. I'll leave the recipe for the soup down below, but these are the bits that I picked up. I just got some chicken thighs, some mozzarella cheese mix, some salsa verde. I love this. It's one of my favorite toppings for like fajitas or tacos. I think it's gonna be so nice on the soup. Then I also as well got some lazy ginger. Oh my goodness, I just realized I meant to get garlic. I've got ginger instead. oh well, I'll just have to not be lazy and actually like crush some fresh garlic. Got some chili puree, some butter beans, some cream cheese, limes, coriander, avocado, chicken stock pots, and some peppers. And these, which I've never seen before, sorry, that's a very loud dishwasher right about now. These I've never seen before, but the soup is actually served with nachos. I thought, oh, that just looks so yummy. Also got some fresh tiger bread to go with the soup, because is there anything better? I got Jamie a gift from Tesco's because...
From Tesla?
Not from Tesla, from Tesco's, because gifts is Jamie's love language.
Hi guys.
That's very loud. What are you doing? I do not want a bit. Right, let's have a debate.
Just struggling over here on zero sleep.
Look how brown this banana is.
The one I've just eaten is a bit mouldy on the bottom. The thing is though, so I had one in a shake this morning, yeah?
They're alright in a shake though, because they're really sweet.
And it left, you know the top part, it left it on the other banana. So I went to try and rip it off, and then I ripped the bottom off of this one, and also the one next to it, so I just had to eat 2 bananas.
So you had 3 bananas today? Well, I just looked over in the fruit bowl and there was just this like skin of a banana hanging off the other one like this. Okay, ready for your present? It's not magnificent, so don't get too excited, but it's like very seasonal and something you only get once a year. Any guesses?
Quality Street. Quality Street.
No, it's not Quality Street. Hold your hand out and close your eyes.
What am I, like 3?
Yes. Yes. Guess.
Toffee apple. Yeah.
Do you like toffee apples?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a proper, like, decent gift.
How grateful is that? Honestly, how grateful?
I'm mainly joking. Thank you.
Do you actually like toffee apples?
Yeah, I love toffee
I thought they were
apples,
cute. They make me feel nostalgic.
You've got one each?
Yeah, they had chocolate ones as well, but I feel like chocolate apples aren't...
They remind me of the fair.
Traditional. Yeah.
Taste test.
Taste test. Like I said before, Jamie only ever
I
appears
was gonna say.
when there's food to taste. Ooh. Go on then. Ooh.
I've got ASMR in my head.
How
That would be
is
a
it?
good one.
Would be a good one.
I want that big disky bit there.
I love, that's the best bit. I remember when
My
I was little, like that big chunky bit around the rim is the best bit. Wow. Oh, that bit looks nice.
What, the core? You can have that. You can have the best bit.
I do this thing where I always trick Jamie into eating things. What did you eat the other day that was actually hilarious? We went out for dinner.
Why is that fun?
And I said, have a jalapeno, and they were huge, weren't they? And Jamie was like, no, and I said, God, you're so boring. He went, give me it then, and ate it, and your mouth was burning.
Give me it then.
You did.
Yeah, so me and Gemma made it out for a little meal, didn't we?
Our first meal since Snowy. And we went to a new place called...
Did you get any like clips of it or anything?
I'm not sure.
It's like a little country park, I guess.
Yeah, so it's like a fishing
lake.
It's like a fishing lake, but so much more than a fishing lake. Like it actually feels like you're in America when you're there, because they're all like log cabins around a lake. They all look so cozy. And then there's this big wood cabin.
New restaurant.
Yeah, and it's called Jack's, and it's got like fairy lights inside, high ceilings, beams, and then like big windows, and you look out the windows and it's just like forest. Isn't it amazing? It was so nice. We ate so much food. We had this huge like sharing platter. It was gigantic.
I had a rack of ribs, and so we had that first.
Yeah.
I had squid rings. Oh.
Yeah, Jamie couldn't eat the
Squid rings.
calamari. I did try and get him to eat one, but that was too far.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called, calamari.
Calamari.
That's what posh people call it. Squid rings.
Tell everyone about your bad experience.
I feel like 50% of the people watching are going to have had this experience before they.
Yep.
So when you're grabbing some party food, you think it's an onion ring. There it is. It's not an onion ring at all, is it? It's like the most
That's
rubbery
the worst
onion
when you're
ring.
expecting it to be onion ring, because you bite into it and you're like, oh, and you have to pull it. You had Jack's giant ribs. Honestly, they were about this big.
And added the chicken. Why did I add the chicken?
It was
I
a
shouldn't
lot
have
of
added
food.
chicken.
I had chicken and sweet potato fries. Oh, I love sweet potato fries. And then we shared a Malteser cheesecake, and it was the nicest cheesecake I've ever eaten in my life.
So fluffy.
So light. It was like, so yum.
I'm making a bit of a mess of this, aren't I?
Just a bit, yeah. It's bath time. Hi. Noah's favourite time of the entire day.
He loves the bath.
He does love a bath.
Don't you?
We usually use his little bath seat, but Jamie likes to take him out of it halfway through and let him float on Jamie's arm.
He loves the water.
He loves it. We need to take him swimming.
Don't you?
He loves it. It's his favourite time.
We've been told he looks like Daddy today. It's very mixed, isn't it?
Yeah, like
Is he looking more like me?
I think so, yeah. I think when he was first born, he looked exactly like you. Then he got a little bit older and looked more like me, yeah. And then I think he now is looking more like you again. Guys,
Well,
what do you think?
He just looks lovely.
He's beautiful, baby. Here he is, freshly bathed in his new sleep suit.
He smells delicious.
Does he? You look so cute.
Little moisturiser.
I love your new sleep suit. Wow.
You're gonna have to stop kissing Daddy so much all the time.
He nearly whacked you in the face then. Get off me, Daddy. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. You're embarrassing me. Back in his mouth it goes. Good morning, everyone. If you're wondering what this orange beam of light is to the left of me, it's currently sunrise. It's 7:15 in the morning. I've been driving for about 20 minutes now, and I'm on the way to pick up my sister because today we're going on a spa day, and I'm so excited. We literally booked this. We went at the end of July, and it was honestly the most amazing day. It was just, my soul needed that spa day. So after we went on the last one, we decided we were going to book one for the end of September. I'll be at hers in about half an hour. But when I got in the car this morning, guys, there was like the tiniest little flecks of frost on my windscreen, and it made me so happy. I got in my car, straight away put my heated seats on, and do you know what? I was tempted to put my Christmas playlist on, but I resisted. It's September the 29th, Gemma. You know, we can't be listening to Christmas music just yet. I feel like 1st of October, Michael Bublé, Candy Frost. The lovely drive this morning. It's been so nice driving when it's like dawn. The crack of dawn and the sun is just coming up. It feels like really peaceful, and I feel like I'm going on holiday. I feel like I've packed my bag, I've got my swimsuit, and we're going on holiday. We are going to the Woburn Centre Parks today. We're planning on making our way around them. So last time we went to Elvedon, which is in my neck of the woods. So that's in Norfolk. Woburn Centre Parks is over Bedford Way. So my sister lives in Yaxley in Peterborough. So it's perfect really, because that's like the midway point. I feel like as a new mum, I appreciate this spa day more than I can even explain. Honestly, I appreciate a bath more than I could ever explain. How times have changed, honestly. But I wouldn't change it for the world. So yeah, I have about 25 minutes of my journey left. Oh my god, look, the sun. You guys can enjoy the sunrise with me. I'm gonna pop my autumn playlist on relax, grab a Starbucks on the way to Amy's, and then we will be on our way to Woburn. I can't wait. I said to Amy yesterday, I am just so excited to lounge in water. One of my favourite things ever, it sounds so strange, is just like being in a loungy pool. I love being in water, but I don't really like swimming. I like just lounging, and I feel like there's not really many places you can do that, because obviously if you go to a swimming pool, you're meant to be swimming around and not just kind of lounging there, whereas I feel like spas is one of the only places, spas and holidays are the only places you can kind of just like mill around in the pool and chat. Just very excited to lounge around in a pool all day, have a nap, drink lots of tea, eat some good food, and spend the day with my sister.
Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Guys, look at this bruise on my head. This was Noah. The other day I picked him up out of his cot and he was facing forward, and as I picked him up he threw his head back, and this was like the day before yesterday. I remember it really throbbing, and I was expecting like a huge lump, and the lump never came. And then today I've woken up with a bruise. I have to be quiet walking down the hallway because Noah's just gone down for a nap, but I want to grab my coffee. I haven't actually been able to drink yet. I made it about an hour ago, but because I've been feeding Noah and trying to get him to sleep, I haven't had any. Guys, the spa yesterday was, oh my goodness, amazing. Literally one of my favourite days ever. We also, as well, being at Centre Parks inspired us for a potential plan for next Christmas. If any of you guys have been to Centre Parks before, you'll know what I'm talking about, but basically there's these tree houses that are huge, like huge tree houses in the woods, and I think up to like 12 people can stay there. So what we thought was we could potentially book one for next Christmas, like for actual Christmas Day. So maybe for the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, maybe the 27th, so maybe like 5 days, or even like 3 days just over Christmas, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and we could have Christmas in a Centre Parks treehouse. Let me pop you down because my arm feels like it's about to drop off. It's already like numb from rocking Noah for so long. But yeah, I have mentioned before, I think I mentioned it last year, but since my dad passed away, which was 2 years ago now, our old tradition, which used to be we'd all go around my mum's, we'd have like present opening in the morning, we'd all have Christmas dinner together, then we'd spend the evening together. I love that tradition so much because it's all I've ever known at Christmas, but it's just so obvious that he's not there, and it makes it even more sad because a tradition without like the main character is really sad. So we are trying to find like a new tradition for us to do. Obviously last year I had Christmas here, but my sister was working, so she wasn't able to make it. My brother had Christmas at his house with his little family, and obviously me, Jamie's mum and my mum had Christmas here. I was saying to Amy yesterday, I love Christmas. You guys know Christmas is my favourite time of year, and my dad loved Christmas probably more than me, and he made it. And doing that tradition at my mum's without my dad, part of me dreads it a little bit because I'm like, oh, like, I don't know, it just feels really strange. So this is actually hurting my back more, honestly. But yeah, we thought that sounded like a really nice idea, so we're gonna have a look into that, and that might be what we'll be doing next Christmas, so we will see. I had some parcels delivered when I was out yesterday, and these are some frames that I ordered because I want to create like a little family photo wall. I'm not entirely sure where yet, maybe in the bedroom or maybe in the hallway. I'm going to see where it looks nice, but I really wanted to get the frames I feel like are all over Instagram, and they're like a square frame with a really skinny black frame, and they're from IKEA, but they were actually sold out. But then I found, oh, these are really nice. I found pretty much the identical ones on M&S, and they were in the sale for half the price. So I'll link them down below in case they are still available, because I think they're such a bargain. So these were meant to be £12.50 each, but they were £6.25. How nice are they? So I got 6 of these, so I was thinking they could go like 1, 2, 3, and then underneath 1, 2, 3. Thought that would look really nice. And then the pictures that I got. So we've got one of my favourite little pictures of Noah. I love this picture so much. And then I also printed as well a few from mine and Jamie's baby shoot that we did back last December, because they were just really lovely pictures. Then I got this one, another one of my favourites. Oh, this one of Noah and Jamie family photo shoot, which was actually taken at our Girl of Muse shoot for our last collection. And then this one of me and Noah, and I just thought they would look so nice as a little family gallery wall. Let's have a look what one of the pictures look like in the frame. Oh, I love it. How nice does that look? Oh, I can't wait. Oh, hiya. Didn't see you there hiding under the box. Have you come to see if there's a box for you to go in? Do you want me to clear this one out so you can go in there? And then, speaking of Christmas, I got a few bits for Noah. Oh my god. Oh, these are so cute. I haven't bought him any like Christmassy clothes yet. And I saw on Next they had a few new in bits, and I just couldn't resist. It's a Rudolph hat. How cute is that? I want one. I wish we could have matching ones. So cute. Next we've got some lovely bits, like Christmassy bits. Oh! Tilly is desperate to get in that next bag. She loves a bag, a box, anything that she can like go in, she absolutely loves. Look at this Christmas jumper. So cute, and it comes with these little matching Rudolph trousers. Really happy I got these. When I saw them I was like, Gemma, do we really need to buy Noah any more clothes? And I was like, they're Christmas clothes, like they've got Rudolph on, of course I need them. Oh no, I also got some Christmas socks as well. Got some Santa ones, snowman, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas pudding, and Rudolph ones. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, look, I'll open it for you. Tilly's not very well at the minute, guys. I actually feel like I can't talk about it because I'm gonna like cry. Oh, I don't know where to start. So, a while ago, I'd probably say about a month ago, I noticed that Tilly seemed a little bit like wobbly. Usually she's so good at like jumping and like balancing, and like she'll jump on top of like doors and like balance, and she's just such an agile cat. And about a month ago I noticed that she was quite wobbly. When she was laid down, when she got up, she'd kind of, her leg almost seems like it gave way, and I was like, no, something is not right. So I took her to the vet and they did an x-ray, and basically she has got a problem with both of her knees, where basically the discs in her knees, there's something that needs correcting. So at the moment I'm waiting to hear back from the specialist, because the vet basically said that they don't really want to do surgery because it's not bad enough for surgery. Like it's on, so there's a scale of 1 to 5, it's on like a 2 at the moment, and he said some days she might find it a little bit painful, but she's not in pain all the time. But he basically said with the surgery that they do, there's not a very high success rate on it. So she could go through the surgery, go through the recovery, and then her knees go straight back to how they were. So it's a really hard one actually. And also as well, if she was to have the surgery, I would have to stop her jumping, which basically means the vet said she would need to be in a cage for 8 weeks after surgery, which literally broke my heart because I was like, oh my goodness. But I'm waiting to hear back from a specialist. That was the vet's opinion, but the specialist is going to look at the x-ray and then decide if she needs surgery or not. But because cats are really, really good at hiding their pain. So if your cat starts to show that they're in pain, it means they're like really in pain, because they're great at hiding it. So it's really hard to tell, but I feel like that's been making me feel like so sad recently. And like I said, I think it was on Tuesday that I was feeling really anxious. I think that plays a huge part in it, because I'm like, oh, I don't, like, oh my god, I don't want to cry, but I actually don't know what I'd do without Tilly. So the thought of anything happening just really, really scares me, and waiting to hear back from the specialist is just making me feel very on edge, because I'm like, oh, I just want to kind of know what's going on. But yeah, anyway, that's a little update with Tilly. She's laid just here. Hey, my darling. On a happier, slightly random note, look at the pen my sister bought me. I love it. It's so cute. When I got in the car yesterday, she was like, I got you a present. I was like, what? She was like, this pumpkin pen. She said she saw it in the Clinton cards and it reminded her of me. And I absolutely love it. Little update on the monkey teether. He absolutely loves it. I feel like it's much easier to grip than the giraffe. Like I said, it's also a lot softer, so he seems to be getting on with his little monkey. There you are. There you are, my bubba. So yeah, if you guys have any teething bubbas, would highly recommend the little matchstick monkey. Oh my goodness, guys, we've just had our windows cleaned and I've come in the kitchen to this. Teddy's least favourite person in the whole world is the window cleaner. Darling, he's gone now. You can come out. Don't be so silly. It made me jump so much because I just walked in and I just saw this tent. What a silly place to hide, Ted. You don't need to hide from the window cleaner. You should be used to him by now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that his hiding place is just behind the toaster. Just made a really quick, easy little lunch. Just toasted some tiger bread and then made a little bruschetta. This is just cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, olive oil, salt and pepper. I would usually put some basil in this, but didn't actually have any. Yeah, just popped it on the toast and then drizzled it with the Jamie Oliver sticky chili drizzle. This is so yummy. Started on dinner. Tonight we are having I've forgotten, baby brain. Is it possible to still have baby brain even though you're no longer pregnant? Because honestly, my baby brain is so much worse now I have Noah. Like, my brain is mush 99.9% of the time. Tonight we have mozzarella stuffed chicken wrapped in the Parma ham. And I'm also gonna make as well, oh my goodness, you need to try these. If you have an air fryer, please make these potatoes. I saw them on TikTok and I slightly changed the recipe. Oh my god, they are the nicest potatoes ever, and they literally only take 20 to 25 minutes, so they're really easy. And like I said, I do mine in the air fryer. I recently bought an air fryer and it's absolutely brilliant. We've cooked potatoes in it. I cooked some chicken in it the other week, which was so crispy and yummy. And I also made some toasties, ham and cheese toasties in it, which came out so nice. Like, I would never have been able to achieve the amount of crispiness. So yeah, I would highly recommend an air fryer. I got mine for about £50 from Amazon, and it's a really good one. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to make these amazing potatoes. So I'm just chopping these baby potatoes into quarters, so they're kind of like this size. Now, I usually use the ultra baby potatoes that are about this size that you can get, because they cook the nicest, because obviously they're coated in the skin and you don't have to cut them. They go so much crispier. But if you only have normal baby potatoes, you can just cut them. They are just as nice, but the little mini baby potatoes go a lot crispier. So I've just made my chicken, super simple. Just slice your chicken breast, like make a little parcel, pop the mozzarella in there and then wrap it in Parma ham. Then I'm gonna take some olive oil, I love the spray one, I just find it really convenient, and spray it on a little square of tin foil, and then pop your chicken in there and make like a little parcel. And then I pop these in the oven for about 40 minutes, because they're quite big, thick chicken breasts, so about 40 minutes to make sure that they are cooked. So I've just boiled the potatoes for about 15 minutes, just so they're slightly pre-cooked, and I've drained them. And then we're gonna make the dressing. So you need olive oil, probably about 2 tablespoons, to be honest. I was gonna say eyeball this, but I hate that phrase because I just think of like an eyeball. Then I'm gonna use some very lazy garlic. Now, fresh garlic is a lot nicer. I'm all about the quick life now, guys. Like anything that saves me a slight bit of time, I will do. So you need 1 teaspoon of garlic. Then you need 2 teaspoons of paprika. And then lots of salt and pepper. Okay, potatoes have been in for about 20 minutes, and oh my goodness, how nice do they look already. I usually pop these in for about 25 minutes, and I shake them maybe about every 7 minutes, just to make sure they all get cooked. But look how crispy and yummy they look already. And then once they're nearly done and they're looking all crispy, I'm gonna add a sprinkle of Parmesan, and also a little handful of coriander. What are you doing? Hi! This is the face of someone who is just about to have a second bedtime, aren't you, my love? Don't be fooled. Noah has actually already been put to bed, oh careful, once tonight, but he's decided that he wants a second bedtime. Don't you? So basically, Noah's bedtime is usually about 7:30. So I put him to bed, obviously made our dinner. It's now 9:30, isn't it, my love? And he is wide awake. Honestly, at the moment, I don't know whether it's the teething, the 4-month sleep regression, but he is awake every single 2 hours throughout the entire night. So 9:30, 10:30, 1:30, 3:30, 5:30, like every single 2 hours, which has been really hard. And I'm hoping it doesn't last forever, because I currently feel like the Walking Dead. But it's fine, it's fine. We're surviving every day at the moment, aren't we, my love? Oh, are we practicing standing up now? At bedtime, is that what you want to do? You want to learn to walk now? Hey, is that what you want to do? Are you looking at yourself? You want to learn to walk right now? Come on then, left, right. Oh wow, good boy. So yeah, I'm gonna get this little one ready for bed for the second time tonight. Another nappy, another bottle, little cuddle, and hopefully he should be asleep for about 10 o'clock. And then Jamie and I are going to watch an episode of a series that we started at the weekend called Gemma on Netflix. Oh my goodness, it is amazing. It's about Jeffrey Dahmer, the serial killer. I feel a bit bad saying that. I feel like I can't say those words around Noah, even though he does not understand what I'm saying. I just feel like it's inappropriate to talk about serial killers whilst holding a baby. Yeah, guys, if you like crime drama, like real life crime drama, oh my goodness, it's so good. We've been absolutely hooked, and we've got the last episode to watch tonight, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's honestly just been one of the best series that we've watched in a really long time. So looking forward to watching that. And yeah, does this one look like he's ready for sleep? Because I mean, I don't think he does. I think he looks like he wants to run across the bed. Yeah, you want to run across the bed? Is that what you want to do? Saturday morning. Jamie has just taken Noah out on their Saturday morning walk. They go every single week. It's super cute. We are actually headed over to my mum's today. We've got some family coming down from Bedford to meet Noah, so it'll be a really nice day. Yeah, I thought this morning we could have a big catch up because honestly, I have just felt really disconnected from you guys recently. Actually, to be honest, I felt disconnected from myself. I feel like I'm in a little bit of a weird mental place recently, and I am very aware I haven't really caught up with you all since giving birth, since having Noah and going into this completely new phase of my life, which is motherhood. And I know I've been vlogging, but I don't feel like I've really like caught up with you properly. And I was gonna film like a whole catch up Q&A video because I like to do one of those every few months, but then I don't know, like this morning I felt really in the mood to talk. And something about me is I have to be in the mood to talk about my feelings. I can't just off the cuff like talk about deep things. I have to be in that frame of mind and feeling a certain way. And I don't know, I just feel like chatting today. Also, sorry if the lighting is literally going like light dark, light dark. It's the most blustery day today. It's like super sunny, but also like really windy and cloudy as well. Sunny and cloudy, but the sun, as you can see there, just keeps like peeping its head in and out of the clouds. So if it keeps going really light and dark, that is why. Yeah, because I was going to film my Q&A video, I asked you guys over on Instagram to ask me any like catch-up questions, anything at all, anything postpartum, motherhood, wedding, life in general, just absolutely anything. I felt like that way as well, we kind of have some topics to talk about instead of me just word vomiting all over you, because that is like kind of what I feel like I'm gonna do. I feel like I've just got so much to say that I'm just gonna be like bleh. So lots of how are you really feeling, how's mum life, are you okay? Thank you guys for always being so sweet and asking. Honestly, I'm good. Trying to convince yourself, Gemma. Okay, let me explain how I'm really feeling. I am honestly the happiest I've ever been in my life. I am the most content. I have never felt this much love. I feel whole as a person. But then I also feel very disconnected from myself. I get a lot of days where I feel really down and really sad, and I almost just feel very lost in myself. So I'm basically a complete walking contradiction at the moment. Honestly, postpartum life has been a roller coaster of emotions for me, which I slightly touched upon earlier this week. But yeah, I just feel like the past like year and a half of my life has been a roller coaster, and there's been so many different emotions, there's been so much change, and me as a person, I don't deal well with change. And at this moment in time, I just feel very disconnected from myself. I feel quite lost, as a person, and honestly I think that's just motherhood. I've heard it's normal, and when you think about it, it's such a huge transition. Like, I've become a mother. My entire priorities have changed, my daily routine has changed, I'm solely responsible for this tiny human, which is a humongous amount of pressure. I also get mum guilt all the time and worry that I'm not being present enough and worry if I'm a good mum, and yeah, it's a lot. Like, the past few months have been a lot, but then, like I said, I'm also like really happy and content and whole. So honestly guys, I just feel a bag of emotions at the moment. I don't even know how I feel. Okay, there were lots and lots of questions about my breastfeeding journey, which I haven't updated you guys on at all. Like I said, I was kind of saving all these questions for a big like postpartum Q&A. So, breastfeeding. To be honest, I was always quite chill with what I was gonna do, whether I was gonna breastfeed, formula feed. I hoped to breastfeed, but unfortunately it just didn't happen for me. So if you guys have seen my birth story, if you haven't, I will leave a link down below. Basically, what happened was, as soon as I gave birth, right, Marge Simpson, my voice went so croaky then. As soon as I gave birth, I was actually taken into theatre. I think it was maybe like 20 minutes after giving birth. It was all very quick. So Noah's first feed was actually given to him by Jamie, and it was formula because I was in theatre. So when I came out of theatre, I tried to breastfeed Noah, and it just didn't really happen for me. Like, he couldn't latch properly. I don't know whether that's because he had the bottle and he didn't really want to work for the milk because all he knew was the bottle. Also as well, my nipples were so sore to the point where he was trying to get the milk and I was like crying in agony. And also as well, another factor, my breast milk was late coming in, so it was all just a little bit complicated. I found breastfeeding very stressful, and it was just really hard because he was crying because he was hungry. There wasn't enough milk there to satisfy him. He couldn't latch properly, so he couldn't feed. At that point, I just wanted him to be happy. I wanted him to not be hungry, and I couldn't supply the milk for him. So in hospital, because I was in there for 8 days, I was expressing and bottle feeding. So we were doing cow and gate formula and I was expressing, which was so intense because you have to express, like, basically every time your baby feeds you have to express, so your milk supply keeps coming. And as the days went on, like, I had more milk but not loads. Like, I was still only getting a very little amount of milk. So I was having to express every 2 hours whilst Noah was feeding, which was the most painful experience ever. Like, honestly, the breast pump in hospital is fierce. So when the midwife brought the breast pump in, it was on wheels. It was on wheels. It was like this full-on beast of a breast pump, and it was so powerful. It felt like I had a hoover attached to my nipple. It was honestly so painful. I don't think I was expressing enough because he started to drink a lot of milk and my breast milk kind of just like dried up. And at that point he went solely onto formula. So I was really happy that I was able to give him a little bit of breast milk for the first 3 weeks of his life, because honestly giving him formula made me feel like a bad mum. And the only reason it made me feel like a bad mum is because I feel like formula's kind of frowned upon in a way. And because I was in hospital for so long, I'd say 90% of the midwives were very, very, very anti-formula and very pushy on breastfeeding. And I spent my entire time in hospital feeling really guilty and really down that I couldn't breastfeed because I felt like I was completely failing as a mother. And yeah, it made me feel really awful. I felt awful until one day I was sat in the hospital chair crying whilst feeding Noah a little bottle, and a midwife came in and I said that basically I just feel terrible. Like, I feel like a bad mum. I feel like I failed and Noah is a few days old. And she basically said to me, like, as long as you are happy, as long as your baby is fed, do not feel bad. And instantly, just having one person tell me that I wasn't being a bad mum, and as long as Noah's being fed and as long as I'm happy and he's happy, I have nothing to worry about, and that's all it took. So if there is anyone out there that is feeling bad for formula feeding their baby, please don't feel bad. Yeah, that was my little breastfeeding journey. I do still have days where I'm kind of like, I wish that I could have breastfed, but it just didn't happen. There's no point feeling bad about something that couldn't happen. And I think with our second baby, if that ever happens for us, I will probably look more into breastfeeding, but I didn't really know about the struggles. I just thought that it would be something that I would be able to do no problem. Okay, something else that there's a lot of is, have I started wedding planning yet? Guys, honestly, I knew that I always wanted a long engagement. Like, I always just knew that. I always knew that I was never in any like rush to get married. I kind of wanted to like have an engagement for a long time and like slowly plan the wedding. But the answer to that question is no. No wedding planning has started yet. Realistically, I think we're gonna start planning next year, the start of next year. I just feel like, honestly, my mind is so consumed at the moment with just, like I said, just looking after Noah, surviving each day, trying to look after myself mentally, then also trying to work, trying to run a brand, keep on top of just everyday life things. I don't feel like I have the mental capacity to plan a wedding right now, but I should think we'll start planning in the new year. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to just really getting stuck in with wedding plans, and of course sharing it with you guys. Like I have mentioned, there will be a wedding series. We will go through the entire wedding planning together. We'll go dress shopping together. It's going to be a really fun time, and I'm really looking forward to that season of life. But I just don't feel like that's right now. That's going to be a next year thing to look forward to. And like I said, I'm in no mad rush. As much as I can't wait to be married, I can't wait to be a wife, I can't wait for our wedding, I can't wait to have the same surname as Noah and Jamie. Like, I feel a bit left out, like I'm the only Miles. So I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah. I've just seen a question, which is, how is Gemma, in brackets, not mummy Gemma? I don't know. I don't know who she is. I don't know where she's gone. I don't know how she is. Like, I'm hoping she'll return one day, but currently I am just mummy Gemma. That's all I am. How's your body image been after pregnancy? Like, my body image is very up and down as well. Like, I think it just goes with what mood I'm in. Like, if I'm having a good day and I look at my body and I'm just thankful for my body, I feel a humongous amount of gratitude for my body being able to create my baby. But then other days when I'm having a bit of a bad day, I can look in the mirror and just pick apart everything I see. I don't feel like my body changed massively, but I definitely feel like everything's a little bit looser, everything's a little bit bigger, like everything does look different. And the way I feel like in myself as well is different. Like, and yeah, like I said, we just take each day as it comes, and I just think I try not to get too hung up on body image, because like I said, since having Noah, my priorities and feelings towards a lot of things have changed, and my body image being one of those, I just feel like it's kind of, it's a little bit irrelevant right now. Like, I have my beautiful baby, how can I not like love my body when it's given me the best thing that's ever happened to me? But then I'm contradicting myself again. I wouldn't be human if I didn't have days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, you know? How do you cope with the balance of mum life, work life, and running a brand? I don't. I'm not coping, basically. Do you guys have any house plans coming up? Okay, let me tell you a little story. So, the house that we're currently in, we knew this wasn't our forever home, and a few weeks ago we were very close to moving. We're like Rightmove stalkers. We are always on Rightmove, mainly out of nosiness. It's literally one of my hobbies, just looking on Rightmove. I love a floor plan. I love just like seeing inside of houses. I love it. So we found this house, and it was what we thought was like our perfect forever home. And we went and had a look around the area. It was beautiful. Like, it was just such a lovely place to bring children up. It was opposite a golf club with a really cute restaurant and a swimming pool and a big like nature trail. The house had a few more bedrooms, so when we would have more kids there would be more room. There was loads of trees in the garden, which is like Jamie's dream. He really wants just like a load of trees. It was a beautiful, beautiful house, and we had a viewing booked. We got our current house valued, and we very much had our heart set on that house. And then it got sold. Like, it got sold before our viewing, and honestly, a little part of me was, there was a part of me that was a little bit sad, because I was like, okay, that was a really beautiful house, but there was also a part of me that was very relieved, because I don't think I can deal with moving right now, honestly. Whoa, it's gone very dark. Hello, we're back. Thought of moving house right now, I feel like I'm gonna melt onto the floor. So yeah, we've decided to have a bit more of a plan and not be as spontaneous with moving house. So we've decided we're going to stay in this house for the next at least year, and then maybe 2024, that sounds like ages away, but it's actually only like a year and a half away. Well, not even a year and a half away, a year and 3 months away. We'll then start really looking for our forever home. But yeah, I like to believe it will happen at the right time. We will see a house that we love and everything will go through smoothly. Does it ever go through smoothly when you're buying a house? I like to think if it's meant to be, it will be. And obviously the house that we saw the other week, it was not meant to be. And if that house was meant to be, it will come back on the market in a few years. Plans for the house, we've got a lot of plans for the house. So like I said, we've got a living room transformation happening in the next few weeks. We also have a kitchen transformation happening the first week of December, which is so exciting. Basically having a little mini renovation of the kitchen, which you guys know I've wanted to do since we moved in here. And also we're having a little bedroom refresh as well. So yeah, the house is gonna look quite different, I should probably think, at the beginning of next year. We're looking at knocking this wall through here, which this chair is on, because we really want an open plan, like kitchen, diner, living room. So yeah, lots of exciting house updates coming over the next year, I would say. So that's really exciting. And then we'll probably get the house to a point where I love it, and then we'll move, because that always happens. Okay, my loves, thank you all so much for all your questions. I was a little bit naive to the fact about how many there are. Looking at my camera, and I can see I've been talking for an hour, and I'm already aware this vlog is very long, and there are a lot, still going, of questions here. So I'm thinking maybe I could do a part 2 in another vlog, or I could just film a catch-up video. Let me know which one you would like. Just let me know, and also let me know your thoughts and feelings on this kind of like slightly random, disjointed, very like random weekly vlog. As always, thank you all so much for watching. It's been really lovely to spend the week with you all, and I will catch up with you all next Sunday. Bye bye.